That's
All
how
right.
deep this game's combat is.
So Mason is Mirage, and this is BC on the Agathian side.
All
I
right.
believe. None of them are wearing clan tags, so it's kind of hard.
You're playing?
No, I have to. I'm not allowed to go spectator until the match starts.
Hello, no more Ender. You're not allowed to go spectator until the
Until
match starts?
Yeah, they disabled team swapping before the map starts because they wanted to try and fix team stacking. But team stacking was never really a gigantic issue to begin with. Ooh, Shovel Girl. Decimated. Ooh. Mirage Arcane Warfare seems to be better than Before Christ.
I'd like to commentate Noah's box here. He says he's going to go take a dump while drunk. I can already see in my head what he's doing. And it's
Very
an
incredible.
intense battle. It's an intense battle that puts this to shame. Although the screaming is probably
Oh,
a thing
they're
in
breaking
both
the
of them.
rules. They've got too many of one class.
Oh, 50% rule, huh? Make him switch to fist or something.
Wait, 0-1? What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh, you bastard. I'm here to serve.
Okay, I guess the first round didn't count or something. All right, there's still 3 footmen. They didn't fix it.
Just make him put a shield away. Wait, don't the classes have like weird they have like passives, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey, how come these people don't stall until they all... This game has ultimates, does it? This game has like...
You
Why don't they
can't
just
use,
stall
there's no
until...
ultimates in Last Team Standing. They only give you ultimates
Why not?
sometimes.
What? Why not?
That's a good question. The answer, you'll have to send in a request to Torn Banner to get that one.
There's no ability gaining and like you don't get your... Ain't that like a big part of the combat? At least the team fighting? Well...
There is this Sam guy who keeps RDMing me in dual servers. Damn, that's a shame.
Is that Quasi?
I don't remember asking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. You should go report him. That is Quasi. Quasi, Rob says hi. You didn't say hi, but I'm
I
being
didn't
nice.
say hi. But I did now. Hi, Quasi.
Now he did. All right, so let's get to commentating this match.
Yeah.
Quasi's
Yeah,
team
so
appears
Red team
to be
is
winning.
doing yeah, the Masons kind of just circled around what is, from our perspective, the left side. And, well, they were able to 2v1 a guy because it doesn't look like you can defend yourself against being outnumbered. So it looks like you kind of have to outnumber someone really fast and kill them really fast, which is really no different than any other of these games, I guess. Except it's a bit harder to do that in Shiv. You have to, like, feint them.
I've seen some actually really good 1vx's in this game, which, I mean, the mechanics do let you. It's just... It's almost not within your control sometimes. Like what is he supposed to do there? There's just no options.
Yeah, well, 1vx is already essentially a low probability thing. It's never really made sense to me making it so it's less probability on purpose. Like when Mordhau didn't let you reverse parry. It's hard-coded that you can't reverse parry. Because I guess people just complained. Look at them.
What is
How come the
Quasi
blue...
playing?
Why isn't the blue
That's
team throwing stuff?
They might not have things to throw as much. Yeah, their classes don't really have a lot of throwables.
Yeah, these are pretty interesting target switches. He's like dodging to get closer to... Yeah, there's a whole lot of recovery skip. You said, what are you talking about? But I'm seeing a whole lot of
there's
recovery
skips.
Look at that. Boop.
I think
You
at
didn't
the
do it
time
that
you were
time,
saying
but-
a bunch of nonsense is when I said, what are you talking about?
Okay, maybe I don't know all the jargon.
All right, so that looks like a 4-0.
I thought it was first to 5.
It's first to 15. They're just counting up all the rounds
Oh.
together because the map ends automatically.
You know, Civ 1 had a tournament mode. How come this doesn't have a tournament mode?
Hey, ooh.
Not even Mordhau.
So how about these
Are they-
teams?
They're copying Mordhau. Mordhau didn't have a tournament mode either. Look how pretty this map looks.
It
It's
does
like
actually
a,
look pretty.
it's like a Disney castle.
Yeah,
Look at these
so,
philosophers.
Rich was supposed to be my commentator, but unfortunately,
Hey
6
guys,
o'clock
it's
rolled
me.
around.
Rich.
Sorry, Rich, I'm sorry. But 6 o'clock came around and you were not here.
Is Rich back?
Yeah, he's in chat right now. That's the Luchador sports commentator.
He
Immortal,
can swap
shout
in
him
for
out.
me.
Give him a
I'll
shout out.
shout him out.
He's great. I was gonna commentate with him, but unfortunately he didn't show up on time, so I just grabbed Rob from Florida. Just pulled him out. I called you Florida man before you got here. I hope that's okay.
Yeah. Is all of chat gonna come visit me?
No. However, I was actually planning on going down to Florida soon. My cousin moved down to Florida, and he invited me up for a weekend.
Cool. It's very hot.
The lion roars! I soiled myself, and nobody
All right. Are you gonna sub in?
No, I have to wait. Don't you remember?
Oh right, right.
The suicide animation didn't work, but you know. It looks like Quasi's
Oh, wow.
team is yet again mulching.
Yeah, they got you first of all, and now they're stamming that guy out.
Oh,
See how they
yeah,
surround
that's-
one guy? They just surround a
Quasi-
guy. Oh, that.
Quasi is a. He likes the best weapons in the game right now.
I mean, why
Which,
wouldn't
I mean,
ya?
it's a very good mentality. I think if you want to win competitively, I don't hold it against him, but I've only ever seen him use like Messer and Heavy Mace, and Heavy Mace is like a new addition because it's well, the newest update made it insane. So every weapon has the same parry negation. I think you remember parry negation from Civ 1, right?
Yeah.
So every weapon has the same parry negation in this game, except for one weapon has awful parry negation, and the Heavy Mace now takes like 20% less stamina to parry. On top of doing like a really high amount of damage and a lot of stamina damage. So it's very quickly become a favorite because it kills everybody. Ooh, Swag Mountain's by himself, but
just heard
both of them
thunder.
are one hit. A good
Oh.
target switch and good positioning could make this
Yeah,
happen.
this guy's surviving very long.
Wait. Oh, but he couldn't get the parry up in time. That was actually pretty. That
Oh,
was
but
actually
he's gonna
pretty
stand
close.
back up. Oh.
Tiring me out.
That was close.
Yeah, it's probably the longest I've seen someone survive so far. Shame he couldn't get his ultimate in time.
There is no ultimate. He's in last team standing. Soder Dave, a professional ambush player or ambusher player. He's the only guy in the game who's willing to play it, but he plays like a fucking rat.
He's got a little weapon.
Yeah, it's just a dagger.
How did he got hit like 4 times?
No, I think he only got hit like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a sweep. What is the other team running? What do they got? They've got poleaxe, Daneaxe, halberd, greatsword, and longsword, which are all
I think when I-
fine weapons.
I
Like
think when I
none of
played
them
it,
are bad.
how come the Billhook and Bardiche and Halberd are all the same?
That's a very good question. Moving on.
I think I very much enjoyed the Greatsword, and was confused when the Greatsword was also the Zweihander. Oh wow, special attacks?
Ooh, it's just a nightmare out here for BC. Before Christ, what do you know? That's why we need Christ in our lives, everybody. Well, this is what happens
they
before
just
Christ.
they saved that guy. All right, what is that? 5 plus 5 is 10. Was that 5? I wasn't.
The score is currently 7-1.
7-1. Okay. Oh, I hear someone screaming outside my window. I think they want a closer look at this game.
They're so excited. Just like everybody in the chat watching this intense match.
Dude, chat is exploding right now. Chat can't even contain itself.
Start exploding, please.
Chat is going crazy. Whoa, guys, chat, please, chat, calm down. Oh my god, chat is going crazy.
I can't believe
Guys,
it. I can't believe it.
This is
It's
overwhelming. Oh my god, chat is. Oh my god, chat. Can Ziggy? Can you hear me? Ziggy, the chat is too loud.
You have better CTV installed, right? You see all these silly emotes, right?
I just alt tab and yes. Sure, I have it installed. I have a really good imagination. I see even more emojis than you think. Look at all this fish spinning.
Okay, it looks like
Damn.
not.
Now you're on.
Wait,
You're on the red team now. You've been Agatha every time.
I have to go spectator. Yeah, so if you don't load in, the UI doesn't load, and then none of the announcers load in. So you have to like load in and then spectate anyway. And then that lets you like spectate.
Let's see
properly.
how your death on red team butterfly affects the round. A duel way over there.
Let's check out this duel. Who is it?
Very
Bench's
Mordhau-esque.
Darklight versus Soder Dave. Soder Dave is a real bastard.
Well, he has a better weapon, yes. Is that a longsword? Oh, wow, he died.
No, he's got a dagger. Dagger, actually not that bad if you're fighting one person, and also never back up one time.
Yeah, it looks like he just kind of stabbed that guy in the face, and at some point the guy was like, "Okay, this is that's the end."
Hey, look,
that's
it's
it.
Silence saying hello to you, Rob.
Silence. Still. Hello.
This is not going well for Before Christ. Before
What a
Christ
wicked
is having a
target switch.
very rough top.
What a wicked
Oh
target
my-
switch.
Yeah, Shinbop with the spear just decimating them every 1 second.
Which weapon's Quasi using again?
A heavy
Master?
mace.
Heavy mace? That's the Grand Mace, is it? Is that it?
Yeah, it's the Grand
Looks
Mace.
like a
Grand
Grand
Mace is
Mace.
a significantly better name, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah. You don't have to tell me. I'm not going to call that thing a heavy mace. I'm also not going to call feints morphs. An actual feint. I'm not going to call them attack cancels.
But nobody's attack canceling. It's fine.
I know.
People
but
are
still.
barely fainting to begin with. People just attack because you can't block in both directions.
Yes. I think we might need to go
Oh
back
wait,
to the drawing
Before
board on
Christ
that one.
might has a little bit. Before
Yeah,
Christ has a little
33.
bit of juice, and they finally got one.
Fantastic.
It's 9-2.
Can we get an instant replay on that one? Take a look at what happened.
I don't have instant replays. I'm sorry.
Can we get the chat to imagine an instant replay on that?
Imagine it.
I thirst for blood.
Mirage Arcane
Yeah.
Warfare moving in.
Crazy, right, guy? All right.
Soder Dave being 2v1, he will drag it out as
His
long as
team.
humanly possible, and now
His
it's
team has
just
come
it's
to save
already
him.
falling apart. And he kills
Yeah.
him with a throwing knife because he has 7, and it's the worst. And yeah, just over 3 throwing knives right there. I don't. But that would kill a Vanguard. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the time, surviving a 1v2 is basically all you have to do. You don't have to kill them or anything.
Yeah, you just
Your,
live.
your team will come and rescue you.
Because if you're fighting a 2v1, then that means that there's one less person fighting everyone else. So they should
as,
win in theory.
As horribly narrow as the parry is, if you could just dodge spam around, I
Yeah.
think you get, refund with your chambers. So you just have to not chamber incorrectly, and you basically win.
They're called counters.
I'm not going to call them counters.
They're going to call them counters.
Counter. I'm not going to count. That's what you put food on. You put food on a counter. I'm going to call them chambers.
Elimination at Warden Glade.
Why, yes, he's right.
Chambers is for dungeons, and you know what happens in dungeons? Fighting. You
Yeah.
shit in chambers? That's right. And you
Chamber
know what?
pots.
You know what else shits? People when they die when you beat them in a fight. It fits perfectly. Fits perfectly well. You sleep in a chamber, so do the people you kill when you fight them, when you chamber them and they die. Fits perfectly.
This is the kind of... thank you for coming out here today, Rob.
But what about a counter? What, are you going to shrink down to the size of an ant and fight on a counter? I don't think so. That's not how it works around here.
Who's hosting the event? I don't know. Casey, are you still here?
For the tea!
Kwasi?
And the angry cat!
KFC?
The mason shall perish!
The Tournament
I'm gonna
Grounds
have to-
Discord is hosting it.
I'm going to have to go at some point to eat some spaghetti and meatballs and cake.
Well, I don't...
But-
no offense to Before Christ. I'm not sure how much longer this match is going to last. I don't think
I
it's
hope
going to be very,
we
very
might be
long.
surprised. You
I
never
mean,
know.
I could have been surprised, but now it's a 5v2 again.
See, there's this-
All right, that's that's gonna be 11-2.
Hey, do you have a controller plugged in?
I do, yes. I use it for analog
Oh,
scrolling.
for smooth camera.
It was actually a Torn Banner developer actually came by one time when I was streaming and recommended I use a controller for the camera.
Yes, I think eventually
I think his name
the
is
Mordhau
Johnny.
devs added cinematic camera as a console feature, and I think
Yeah,
it was
I
actually in
remember.
Shiv 1.
I actually used it when I made like a couple Mordhau videos.
Yeah.
Meatballs or meat sauce? I think meat sauce all the way. I think meatballs are overrated unless you're having a meatball sub. Unless the meatballs are the main course of the dish. Yeah, this is a... Yeah, Before
Spears-
Christ...
Spear seems like you just kind of hit people and they don't do anything because it's too confusing to look at. Is that accurate?
Let's get a good... let's get some comments from the viewers. Is that accurate? Would you say that Spear is described as you just hit them and people don't stop you?
Let's take a
What
look
does
at
the
chat.
Chivalry 2 community think?
There's a Chivalry 2 community. Okay, first off the bat, I hate Spear. Spear just hits you from outside of melee range. It's not confusing. People just can't stop you. Pretty much. Jump. I hate spears. Seems like people don't like spears all that much.
Well, in the time you were reading those answers, everybody on the Agathian team fucking died.
Train Cart has said spear is asshole.
Thank you for Train Cart.
Warrior Nikoi says it's a sharp stone on a stick. Nick01. I don't play Chivalry. Says Rage X Coco.
Do you think Before Christ can win another round?
I think they can.
I'm gonna be honest here. I don't see them winning the event, but can they win
Let's
another
see.
round?
Blue
Oh.
guy, definitely. Yeah, look, blue guy has a spear. Oh, he's outnumbered now, though.
It is 14-2. Wait.
Which lasts longer, match with Team Mirage or Mirage the game? That's a very good question. I think Mirage the game was buyable for maybe a week. I can't remember.
Yeah, Mirage. For anybody who doesn't know, Torn Banner made a game before Chivalry 2.
Before
it's called
C,
Mirage
before
Arcane
Christ.
War. It's called Mirage Arcane Warfare. It came out and had a player count of about 70 people and then about 10 people. Then they released it for free and it got to like 15,000 people playing it at the same time, and then the next day it was at 100, and then the next day it was at like 10, and then
You
it
know,
got taken off of Steam. And you
It wasn't
couldn't
a
play
perfect.
anymore.
It wasn't a perfect game or anything, but I don't think it deserved to be to starve to death. You know,
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
The game mode may have been boring, but the actual gameplay was pretty fun.
Now, believe it or not, Soder Dave, the Ambusher player, is actually Mirage Arcane Warfare's biggest fan.
That's very good. It's very nice to hear. You know, I will say I do think Mirage Arcane Warfare was probably more fun than Mordhau.
That is a statement I don't even think I can disagree.
But I think because it came out when no one wanted to play it, and
nobody wanted to play it.
Like, it just didn't. I mean, there was no streamer like, whoa, yeah, whoa. You know, there was no like big streamer like, whoa, look at this game. It just didn't. It didn't pick up. It didn't get any momentum. There was no like YouTubers like, yeah, whoa, whoosh, look at all this cool movement you can do. No one cared, but they probably should have, because it would have been more fun than getting undercut, morph, stab famine.
Okay, so pay close attention.
Again.
This is match point for Mason team. If
but what will Ziggy do? Oh my God, that guy got you.
All it's gonna take is for the Mason team to win one time, and this match is over. Okay, Shadow Gale has started to. They're dying. They're dying.
Oh. I'll hit behind his parry. Oh,
wait, actually, before Christ has momentum, it is a.
There he goes.
2v3, 2v2. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, the TF2 backstab.
Well, Greatsword and Halberd were making an excellent dynamic.
Spy TF2 comes back before Christ does not get it.
He just didn't rotate enough around the enemy. What a shame.
TF2 backstab. What a shame. What a shame. All right, let me unplug my fucking controller. All right, and that's gonna be the end of that one. So about a half hour before the next round of the tournament.